Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read, okay? This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so, okay? Keep in mind, tarot is a tool, is not the final rule. So let's have an empty cup when we're on Lady Noble's channel, and we really want to see what's up, okay? As you see, I have the divination board out today. We're going to do one question, one answer. And then we're going to tap into the tarot of all earth sign placements, sun, moon, or rising, or any placement in your birth chart. First, we're going to do 2 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hold for 3 seconds and release. Let's breathe in. Release. Breathe in. Release. Give you a moment to think of the question that you're going to ask. Okay, we'll begin the divination. Okay, collective. The consistency that I have is May, Gemini, MN, Wednesday, unknown, November, Sagittarius, and Saturday. May, Gemini, MN, Wednesday, unknown, November, Sagittarius, and Saturday. So take those answers in account according to the question that you asked. Only you know what you asked, and only you know your life, okay? All right, we're tapping to earth sign placement, sun, moon, horizon, any placement in your birth chart. And the oracle card I have here is fears, afraid, okay? And there's a key and there's a lock, and it looks like a person standing in the shadow. So earth sign, maybe there's someone who's projecting fear towards you. Maybe there's someone could be possibly threatening you or projecting fear towards you. Or this could be all in your head. This could be your thoughts. This could be, excuse me, confirmation with the belch there. All in your head. This could be something you are assuming. So be mindful of feeding the fears. It's okay to be aware of your surroundings. It's okay to pay attention, but be mindful of feeding the fears. You do not have to be hyper focused, and there's nothing to be hyper about. Okay, earth placements. So make sure you're grounded. Do not feed the fears. We know fear is false evidence appearing real. Or this could be all in your head. You could just be assuming the worst, doing a lot of hypotheticals or what if thinking. Okay. Or maybe there is someone, is this image of this person here that is around you that you could be passing judgment on, maybe because they do not look like you, maybe because you know nothing about them. So you could be assuming, earth signs, that this person is a thug or they're dangerous. This could be male or female, or they're untrustworthy. Okay. So this doesn't have to be a burglar situation. This could be someone you just don't trust in your community, in your family, on your job. Okay. Someone you don't trust. Maybe you have someone living with you that you don't trust. Okay. With the key and the lock here. Or maybe there's someone who you feel is trying to force their energy onto you, like force, assert themselves, into your life. And they know that they're not welcome, but they're trying to force themselves so that they can be connected to you for whatever reason. Okay, earth placements. So this could be family, friends, at work, A neighbor, co-worker. This could be you thinking. This could be you just feeling this energy mentally because of hearsay or gossip. Maybe someone's around you, deeming a particular neighborhood to be the ghetto or a poverty-stricken place, and because it's considered the hood or the ghetto, there's bad people there, and these people are going to do this and do that, and you've been safe so far for some of you. And Spirit is saying because you are safe, and they want you to trust that. Be mindful, earth placements, with feeding the fears. Thoughts do become things, and you can manifest energy towards you that you've created. Be mindful. So, yes, there could be someone around you or someone that you know who has these conversations about different demographics of people, different neighborhoods. Maybe there's someone who criticizes where you live. Maybe you do live in the hood, okay? In an urban area. Is that what they call it? The urban area? I call it planet Earth myself. But either way, maybe there's someone passing judgment. This could be a family member, a friend, a co-worker, someone that knows you. Maybe they like to verbally escalate their opinions. Oh, that neighborhood is this and that, because they don't live where you live. This is someone who's trying to antagonize you. Spirit is saying, if there's someone around you trying to make you feel as if you are inferior because you don't live where they live, you live in the city. Maybe they live in the suburbs or the outskirts of where you live. And so whenever you are around this person, maybe they try to make sly remarks or judgment about where you live, and it's not a great place for whatever reason. But Spirit is saying not to allow these opinions of others nor negative thinking to impact your life. Okay, don't feed the fears and tune out and ignore the nonsense. Okay, and also don't engage. If there's someone around you doing that, don't respond to nothing that they're saying. Okay. But there could be someone around you that you don't trust, earth sign, for one reason or another. There could be someone who is a klepto as well, 5-finger discount energy, where you feel you have to protect everything. This could be someone not only in your neighborhood, but this could be a family member or a friend, okay? This is the kind of person you don't invite to the barbecue at all. I didn't get an invite. Well, of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. Okay. Yeah, don't feed the fears. Okay. Thoughts become things. Stay in positive thoughts and don't engage. If anyone is around you speaking negatively about a person's neighborhood or something negative, they're allowed to talk. People have free speech, but don't engage. It's something about you not swapping energy as they're using their heka and their tongue to put that into the ether. You not engaging with them. Let them have that conversation by themselves. That way they'll be left with their own energy, and they can take this energy with them instead of it being projected onto you. Yeah. Yeah. They can take it with them, collective. So practice that, not engaging, not responding to them or anyone else. Let them speak. They have free will. They can do that, but don't engage. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we have the Eight of Wands here. They want you to take your thoughts and focus on positive things, that are working for you, or things that you want to do, goals. Set a goal, work towards a goal. Earth placement spirit is saying, set a goal, work towards a goal. Never mind the naysayers, never mind these people who have nothing nice to say. It is clear that these are people who are full of dysfunction and turmoil within, and they don't know what to do with themselves. So what else would they do than to turn it outward and project it onto other people? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Work on your goals. Be adventurous. Be ambitious. Do not allow the opinions of others to dim your light or make you forget about living your life. Okay. Does not matter where you live. You could be someone who, you may live in the hood, but hey, maybe you own your home. Okay. That's a blessing to be a homeowner. For you, it is. Okay. And the person that's making fun of you, they could be somewhere paying five times the amount of money that you spend in 30 days just for their rent. The same person that is teasing you or trying to mock or make fun of where you live or make you be in fear, and make you feel as if you can't trust where you live, this same person could be in some kind of, I'm picking up financial lack, or they have some issues going on that's personal. And so, what it is, like I just said, when a person is spiritually or emotionally disheveled within, if it's unresolved, it's going to come out. And that's where the projection comes from. Yeah. So continue to not engage with anyone who is speaking negative about where you live or your life choices. I feel like to each his own. We all are adults and we are responsible for ourselves. And collective, whoever you are, you're responsible for taking care of you. No one pays your bills. So continue to disengage. Let them talk. They have free speech, but don't respond to them or anyone else who has something negative to say. And then you'll be the magician. You can step into your magician energy, and they'll be able to take that energy with them. And the energy of you being in fear or feeling like you can't trust will soon dissipate, because from you not engaging, they will be left with that energy of fear, and they will have to reside their own issues, okay, instead of projecting it outward. Focus on the love, loving yourself, loving your spouse, loving life, loving your family, all the beautiful things that life have to attribute. God is good, life is good. Remain grateful and thankful, to have a home, to have a car, to have food, to have water, to have clothes. There's a lot of things to be grateful and thankful for, earth signs, and spirit wants you to focus on that. So many. And it looks like you're going to come to the realization, you know what? There is a lot for me to be grateful for. Fuck the hater. You're going to come to the conclusion like, you know what? There's so much beauty in the world. Never mind the hater. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go sit with my singing bowl. Yeah, I'm going to go sit with my singing bowl. I'm going to turn on some music and yeah. Yeah. The world is a big old place. There's a lot of things, earth sign, that we can, if we want to have discussions instead of gossiping and slandering people or plan, plotting, and strategizing against others. The world is a big, beautiful place, and there's so many wonderful things to have discussions about, from recipes, places you want to travel, things you want to do, hairstyles, whatever, decorating ideas. There's so many other positive and great things to discuss and explore and learn about, learning a new language, learning about a different culture, reading a nice book. There's so many other things that we can give our attention to on a daily, and I mean that like seriously. So you're going to have to become accustomed, spirit is saying, make it a habit to not feeding the fears. Do not engage with anyone who is speaking negatively or thinking negatively. Make sure you disconnect from them and give them no conversation at all, okay? Because you are not the Five of Pentacles. You are above and beyond this energy. And it looks like there is someone, regardless of where you live, what kind of car you drive, or what kind of career you have, the tax bracket. It looks like that this person uh, brings this topic up about where you live or your neighborhood. This is brought up intentionally. There's something about you, your independence, your strength, your tenacity. It's intimidating. There's something that this person admires, but instead of just saying, "Hey, that's pretty cool," they rather do the opposite and make you feel inferior, because on the inside they are disheveled. Like I said, this person could be struggling financially, and I'm not saying that to make it up. That's what I'm picking up. They're talking about, "Oh, it's rough over in that neighborhood. I don't see how you do it." Well, you're in the suburban area, but your mortgage is 5 times. You see what I'm saying? So they're dealing with a lot personally, and instead of finding resolve for themselves, they have nothing else to do but to project it out to people and try to hurt people. So spirit does not want you taking that hate, or that nastiness or malice, and don't do tit for tat. Just don't engage. Don't respond. Okay, don't feed it. Use your wisdom, earth signs. Use your wisdom. You're very smart. You know who you are. And whatever choices you have made in life, like I said, we are all responsible for taking care of ourselves. I'm pretty sure each and every month or a week or whenever your bills are due, I'm pretty sure you take care of yourself. You're responsible for you. So it really doesn't matter about the opinions of others. And so just be grateful and thankful. And it's okay for you to be grateful and thankful each and every day of your life. Okay. We all are put here to live different lives and different lifestyles for a reason. We all have different contractual duties to fulfill. And there are many reasons that a person may live in a particular area or a person may have a particular career. It's not always about the aesthetics, it's not always about the superficial layer. Sometimes it's about the dermis or the epidermis. Sometimes it's deeper, it's more deeper spiritually rooted of why people are put or live their lives or demonstrate their lives in different fashions or spaces and places than the next person. Uh, to have nice things, there's nothing wrong with that. They are the extras that are added on to us as human beings that are we are to be grateful for as well. But it is not the main objective or source. Far as being here, confirmation with the train horn. There are reasons why people are put in spaces and places, and you could possibly harness some gifts unbeknownst to this person or this hater, where you are being utilized in your neighborhood, wherever you live, to balance out the resonance of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. To bring balance to the resonance of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. So yeah. Something about landlines here. Okay. Ooh. All right, Spirit. Let me get out of that energy there. Okay. Yeah, but there are different reasons why people are put in spaces and places, and they are deeply spiritually rooted. And human beings, no two humans are alike. That's why we can't compete, or compare, because we are different and we're put here to experience life differently. And so what I've learned, and I stand on it, that none of us are meant to experience the same patterns in life identically. We're not put here to imitate and duplicate each other. So what one person's life looks like, the next person's life may look different, and that is okay. I am okay with it. And Spirit wants you to be okay with it too, and not be so hard on yourself. And so, evidently, this person who may be projecting this onto you, and I'm getting coworker energy, someone on your job, okay? Yeah, just brush it off and pay it no attention, okay? Because whatever reason that you live where you live, or drive what you drive, or work where you work, that's between you and God and the divine. It's none of their business, okay? You're responsible for you. And there's deeper spiritual meaning and reasoning, sources saying, that is beyond their mental capacity. There is deeper spiritual meaning that is beyond their mental capacity, meaning they wouldn't understand if you put them in front of a board and had a marker and pointed out, now this is why the collective was born, and this is why the collective lives here. And the residents of Mother, they're like, residents of Mother Earth, what is that? You see what I'm saying? So we're all on different levels, and that's okay as well. So spiritually speaking, there are a lot of things around us that is very spiritually deeply rooted, that is beyond the mental faculties of many to even be able to understand or understand. Okay, to understand is to be in observance, just looking and observing what's taking place. But to understand is to have a connection of why something, people, places, or things is taking place, why it exists, what it is doing, what is its reason for existence, and why. But also having a respect of its why, even when you don't know why. Sign God. Okay. So yes, continue only dealing with energy and people who want to equally give you reciprocity and respect, You is just as much as you respect them in return. That is to say, be mindful, Spirit is saying, of anyone whom you come in contact with, and maybe you make conversation with them. This could be a new coworker, someone you meet new, people who throw shots, people who try to nitpick and manipulate and antagonize, all these little games and charades, that folks like to play. Spirit wants you to learn to disengage and not respond, because the more you do it, meaning don't let them make you upset, you leave them with their energy. These are people, they want to project their fears onto you. The truth is, these are people who have fear within themselves, and it's unresolved and it's unaddressed. And the longer that they carry this, they will continue this. But you don't have to engage. You will now know and learn how to identify them and remove yourself. And that makes you earth signs, the magical, wonderful, splendid magician. Later.